them babies by yourself. Oh God Almighty, you will never understand true development of character because character just don't show up. Character comes because you have been through something that bit you, that dented you, that wounded you, but could not break you. I wish I had some character folk in here that know you cried when folk wasn't looking, that you almost threw in the towel by yourself, that you almost lost your mind, but through it all, it bent you, but it could not break you. I'm talking about it tore you down, but it could not bury you. I wish I had some folk in here that would shout over the fact that I'm glad it happened. I'm glad that it took place. I'm glad God put it on my life. I wasn't praying like I was praying. I wasn't churching like I was churching. I wasn't trusting like I was trusting. But because I went through it, God put some character. Come on, find your three neighbors on the way to your seat and tell them, I'm glad I went through it. Oh, Lord, I feel some strength here now. See, you and I, we really don't know how much we have grown in grace until we need grace. Okay, somebody missed that one. I'm going to say it again. Child, I feel like putting my kickstand down. You don't know how much you ought to appreciate grace until you need grace in your life. As long as you don't need grace, everything is all right. But you need grace when you can't do nothing about the situation by yourself. And you are about to lose your mind. And you need God to come help you because nobody else can help you like he can. And I'm telling you now, child, you don't know how much you've grown in God until you got to put up with them hellacious co-workers that done said something about you, and you got to walk in the bathroom and pray and talk to God, and you turn that bathroom into a prayer closet, and you turn your back and say, God, if you don't come help me now, child, I'm getting ready to say something that I know ain't got no business to say. And by the time you come out of the bathroom, God done let peace trap your tongue. He done caused you to shut up and realize that he said, our God will fight your battle. Can you shake your neighbor's hand and tell him, I'm glad I went through it to the bottom. It taught me how to have some character. I'm glad I went through it. I came out of it. I'm glad it happened. I know it hurt. I know I cried. I know I suffered it. And I should have been on some medicine by the time I came out of it. But God, I could have got locked up for what I thought about doing to them, for what they did to me. But God, I'm glad you taught me how to shut up and get back and let you, God, fight my battle. Can you look at somebody and tell them, I'm glad it happened? Okay. Oh, I'm glad it happened, God. And this is why you got to be careful how you judge folk for how they handle their bottom. It's their bottom. And any strange folk always got something to say about how you handle your bottom experience. It's your bottom. It's your car. It's your bill. Them your children. This is your problem. And they always got something to say about how you handle your bottom. Can you pat yourself on the chest and say, it's my bottom? And you got to be careful how you judge folk, how they handle their bottom, because you don't know how you act until you walk in somebody else's shoes. And based upon how much character. Can I tell you something that most folk don't want to know? If God was to pick your enemy up and drop them off in your bottom, they would lose their mind. Because they can't handle your situation like, oh, y'all, like, because you've been conditioned. Oh, I heard that. You've been fixed. God done conditioned you not to lose your mind.